So you have to promise me that you won't edit it.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
It's a whole situation.
My phone's dead. My phone has the tickets on as well. Hey, what is up, guys?
Hi, friends.
Hi.
So, we are currently outside Manchester Academy. We've just arrived in Manchester, of course, our second home at this point, and we have something super exciting for you today. We are going to see Blaze Bayley this evening, who is an absolute legend in his own right, and we have very nicely secured an interview with him as well, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Do you want to tell everyone a little bit about Blaze Bayley?
Yeah, so you guys might know Blaze Bayley. He's been in a couple of bands before. Most notably, he was in Iron Maiden. He's recorded 2 albums with Iron Maiden, but he was also in Wolfsbane. He's also got an interstellar solo career, which is what we're actually checking out today. So he's just released an album, it's The Circle of Stone, and this is a tour in support of that. So we're going to go and check him out. And like I said, we're going to cheeky little interview with him as well, so that'd be really cool.
Yeah, super excited. We're going to sit down, have a little chat with him, and then obviously sit back and enjoy the show. So we're going to go in now, get set up, get ready to go, and yeah, see you on the inside.
It's windy in Manchester.
Yeah, you can say that again.
I'll say it again, it's windy in Manchester. Yeah, autumn's definitely rolling in now.
Even though it's absolutely boiling, like I've brought my cardigan, but I'm not even wearing it because I'm literally sweating.
This is it, so it's the changing of seasons, obviously. It's now windy, but really warm and great. Hello.
Hi, so it's about 45 minutes later. We've just met the promoter. Big shout out to Robin. We love you very much. Thank you so much for everything you do for the alt couple. We have our wristbands now all sorted. We've got 2 different ones for different things. But yeah, we're all sorted. We're all set up. We're ready to go. So we're just waiting for our interview slot now. So what are we going to do while we wait for our interview, sweetie?
Well, that's it. We've got literally just here. There's a bar, the Student Union bar. So, and they've got it's reasonably cheap actually.
Yeah, because it's a student bar. The prices aren't too ridiculous.
So while we essentially wait to get called down for our interview, we may as well go have a little pint. They do a nice pint of Guinness here, so why not?
To the bar.
To the bar. Let's go have a pint of Guinness. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Follow Luna. What you getting?
I'm gonna have a cocktail.
Oh, it is Friday.
A cheeky bee. I'll have a cheeky bee.
Nice. Almost. It's nice though.
Hi guys, so we're here with Blaze Bayley this afternoon. So we're just going to ask a few fun questions for you. So you're currently doing a tour around the UK and Ireland promoting your latest album, Circle of Stone. How's that going for you?
So far, it's very surprising. It's going very well. And the reaction that we've had is absolutely incredible. These songs were finished and written, and the album was done before I had a heart attack. And I wondered if I'd ever get the chance to sing them. And a lot of the lyrics are written as a conversation that, well, let's talk about this, and I want to tell you about this, and things like this. And I thought, what's going to happen? I'm not going to get the chance to do them. But luckily, I had surgery, quadruple bypass, and we've come back and we're playing a lot of those new songs. There's an extra one in tonight, and they're going down really, really well. And what's very satisfying that I did not expect is when I meet my fans at the meet and greet. There's a free meet and greet at every Blaze Bayley concert. Then a lot of fans say, "Oh, the new album, Circle of Stone, that's your best album." And I've done like 14 studio albums, and a lot of people have said, "Oh, my first one was the best," or people have their favourites. But a lot of people that have known me for a long time say the new one is the best one. And to me, it's a mystery. It was loads of hard work. It was second guessing all the time. Is this going to be good enough? Yeah, and all of this, constantly thinking of my fans and what I wanted to say to them. But it's something that's completely unexpected and a great surprise. And when I think if the government knew how good it felt for people to sing along with a song that you've written, they would tax it heavily. And it feels incredible when people sing the new songs. It's absolutely incredible.
So obviously you've mentioned about like having a heart attack and stuff. I bet that feels like so humbling to you to be able to come out of that the other side and be able to carry on doing shows and all of that.
People say, "Oh, is your attitude gonna change?" Well, not really, because I was living my dream before.
Yeah.
I sacrificed everything. I gave up everything. I've been broke 3 times since Iron Maiden. I put everything into my music. I've been living my dream, and my fans have supported me. What was incredible was that I couldn't work for 6 months, and when I had a heart attack, my fans bought the T-shirt for the tour that couldn't happen. And no fan asked for a refund on their ticket. They just said, "Okay, we'll hold on to the ticket." And every promoter because it's all independent, then everybody said, "No, we'll just wait. We'll wait and see." Yeah. So everybody stood by me and everybody believed that I would make it back. That was the really humbling thing to like, wow. It's as important to a lot of other people as it is to me. So that was incredibly humbling to be there recovering at home for 6 months. And it was my fans. I didn't play a show. I couldn't. My fans helped me through. My fans supported me. That's what got me through. And then after 6 months, we started with a small show in Bridgewater, just, okay, see if we can get through this. And at the end of the show, I was just like, am I okay? Am I going to have another heart attack? What's going to happen to me? And all that. No, it was fine. And then we did the next one and the next one. It's fine. And now I've gradually built up. That's over a year ago. And I've got my strength back. And I'm more or less back. But the biggest change, Matt, is the diet. It's so tough.
Yeah.
To change your bad habits. Part of the reason I had a heart attack was my bad habits and bad diet. Years of living on the road, eating after midnight, not so much living after midnight.
Yeah.
Bad sleep and all of that. All of that. It's like, if you want to have a heart attack, those are all the things you do to get one. And I'm like, that was it. Well, now those changes, that they're challenging because they're habits for such a long time. But that's what I'm doing. I'm making those changes, and I've got so much support from my fans and my team and my partner Kate as well.
I think it's so lovely how you do a free meet and greet at every show to kind of give back to your fans. Like, no one really does that, and it's really nice to see you giving back to people.
One time, there's the one, I won't name them, where they did the meet and greet, and I said I had to do the meet and greet too, which I didn't like, a paid meet and greet. I didn't like it at all, but I was on that tour. I had to do that thing. And I said, well, what do you give the fans? He said, what do you mean? I said, well, you must give, the fans are paying 20 or 30 quid, or whatever it is. I said, you must give. They said, no, they can just take a photo and have an item. So I'm like, what? That's how, you don't give them nothing. So Why would I pay for it? I was disgusted. I thought, oh, that's absolutely horrible. And anyway, at the end of the tour, you're supposed to get a part of all the money that the fans pay for the. I didn't get nothing at the end of it. I was like, what? It was absolutely shocking for me. I'm very selfish in that I want to say thank you to the people that have supported me.
Yeah.
And also sometimes people will share their stories. Now I get a lot of, oh, my dad had a heart attack, I had heart problems and stuff like that. And people like, this is my gym album, this is my workout album. And then that kind of goes in the back there, and I'm thinking, when we're writing, I'm going, would this be any good in the gym, this one? I think this could be the gym one. So we've got a song called Pull Yourself Up, which is when you hit a low, sometimes you can only rely on yourself. And that's why it's called Pull Yourself Up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just don't wait for someone to come. Just start now. Pull yourself up. Yeah. And when we were doing that, I was saying to Chris when we were writing it, no, man, we'll keep this tempo just there. So if you're doing your push-ups, if you're pumping, if you're doing your pull-ups, whatever, it's in that kind of tempo to do it. So it goes dun 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 dun. Yeah. So you're right. Get on that treadmill, man. That's it. You get on the treadmill. You've got the Blaze Bayley. Who is that there? Why is that treadmill on fire? It's somebody listening to a Blaze Bayley album. That's it.
I'll definitely have to give that a go to give me a little push at my next workout. So you've had a pretty phenomenal career over the years,
I've been very lucky.
Yeah, with obviously Wolfsbane and then Iron Maiden and then your own solo career. Out of everything that you've done, what's been the highlight of your entire career or the most memorable moment of your career?
I think there's so many different episodes. I'm just very, very lucky. And there's lots of little things. In Wolfsbane, we supported Ozzy Osbourne at Wembley on the Great British Music Weekend. In Wolfsbane, we supported Iron Maiden on 33 sold-out shows around the UK, supported Motorhead and Anthrax and some incredible artists. And in my solo career, then just playing in different places and being able to meet people and have so much support. But in my solo career, then I'm independent. And when we started with Wolfsbane, we had a van, we got our T-shirts printed, we made our demo tapes, we had no record deal, but we could play to 300 people.
Yeah.
Playing your own music, not a tribute and not even covers. We could play to 300 people and sell our demos and people would come back. And when I got the chance to be independent and I got all my records back that I licensed, my solo records, that was something very special. Everything on that table, the merch table, belongs to me and belongs to my little tiny company. Yeah. And that is an incredible feeling. And when I come up with the artwork, I talk to the artist, how do you feel about this? I have the artwork I want. There's nobody to argue with. And, I remember horrible arguments in the early days of Wolfsbane, and we had this fantastic artwork, which was done for us by somebody we went to school with, and the record company said, oh, it doesn't really say Wolfsbane. I was like, well, how could it not? The bloke went to school with us. He knows us from dot. So, I think that's an incredible feeling. To be independent and play original music and have the incredible support to be able to go and play gigs. It's an incredible. That's what I feel the most lucky about. I really am. However humble it may seem, I really am living my dream that I had all those years ago when I thought, if I could do anything I want, what would it be? I'd be a singer in a band. That's it. I'd be a singer in a band and not tour of the world. And here I am, 40-something years later, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I might not be playing stadiums. I don't really care about it. I've done all that with Iron Maiden. Now I play my own gigs to my fans, and it's an incredible feeling. I'm living the dream that I had when I was 19 years old,
Yeah.
cleaning the floors of a hotel,
Yeah.
singing to myself to try and drown out the sound of the Hoover,
Yeah.
which was like a D flat.
I bet it feels great, doesn't it, to like have Blaze Bayley on the back of the stage and it just be all like everything you wanted it to be without.
It's nice,
Yeah.
but I'm lucky as well to have great people around me.
Yeah.
You know, I was 10 years ago, I was playing a tiny little pub in Manchester, the station, and I was doing an acoustic show with my friend Tom Svison, and really we couldn't do much more. I hadn't got a full-time band or anything, and Chris Appleton actually worked regular at that pub doing the sound and everything, and he said, if you want to try again with heavy metal, he said, I think you can do it. He said, I'll be there with you. If you want to try again, let me know. And a few months after that, I thought maybe I could try again.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's to put all of your hopes.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
to let yourself believe that it's possible.
Yeah.
That you could be good enough and your songs are good enough that people will buy your album and support you. That it's a lot to let yourself believe that after you've
Yeah.
had so many knocks. Anyway, we started off and we were glad to see 60 people.
Yeah, I bet,
if we got to a gig and it said 60 tickets advance, we'd be like, oh yes,
Yeah.
it's happening. And now we get to a gig and it's 200
Yeah.
advance.
I bet
and
it's
sometimes
amazing,
a lot
isn't it?
more. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And they're smaller festivals, but I headline festivals around Europe as well, or I'm very high up the bill. It's incredible. So
It's like a real pinch me moment.
I
isn't
really,
it?
I just
Yeah.
never expected it, and I just always try to remember those times in the
Yeah.
pubs after I made and after I'd been right at the top, and then I was just struggling to sing, and I worked all kinds of jobs. I try and remember those days, you know. Don't forget, and I don't forget working in the hotel
Of course,
and cleaning
yeah.
and all of that. I try to remember that, and of course the other thing is I stopped drinking 5 years ago, so I'm 5 years sober now. I've never been shy about talking about my mental health problems or using my mental health problems in my lyrics and describing my feelings and all of that, my struggles with suicidal thoughts and everything like that. And 5 years ago, I've been on and off antidepressants and everything. I thought, there's just one thing I haven't seriously tried.
Yeah.
And I never drank before shows, and if we had a few shows in a row, I wouldn't drink in between, but I thought, why don't I just stay stopped and see what
Yeah.
happens? And that's it. And it's a subtle difference.
Yeah.
It's some changes, but I look at life in a slightly different way. I'm able to cope with more things. And I think, you know, I'd have had a heart attack and maybe not survived if I'd have been a heavy drinker like I was back in those days.
Of course, yeah. So obviously, you have a lot of fans yourself, and I think there's so many artists out there who look up to you. To all the younger artists who are just starting out, who look up to you for inspiration, would you have any advice to give them?
Well, it's a two-part question, so you have to promise me that you won't edit it.
Okay, sure.
Okay, you've
Promise.
got to show the full thing. It's two parts to the answer.
Yeah.
One is just don't do it. Just don't. Just don't. If you study to be a doctor or a lawyer, in 10 years, there's a good possibility you'll actually be somewhere. But if you try and make it in a band, in 10 years, there is a big possibility you'll be nowhere. That's
Yeah.
the first thing. Then, the next thing is, if that doesn't discourage you, you've probably got a chance
I
to
love
do
that
it.
answer,
You've
yeah.
probably got a chance, because that's what happened to us in Wolfsbane. We said, who said? What do you know? You don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about me.
Yeah.
What? You don't know me. You
Yeah.
don't know what I can do. You don't know how tough I am. You don't know me and what I can do and what I
Yeah.
can. So, no. Who
Yeah.
said that we can't do it? We just didn't accept that.
Yeah.
And we just did it anyway.
You've got to have that drive and that
then
motivation.
The next part of it is, if you learn guitar, you learn drums, you learn to sing, you learn of this, you must learn to record yourself.
Yeah.
We have the greatest opportunities now that we've ever had as artists doing original material. So, if you think you're the best guitarist, it doesn't stop there. You've got to record yourself.
Yeah.
And for me, in my life and the way that I've been lucky, people love stories.
Yeah.
And if your songs say something, some little story, even if it's about yourself and how you're feeling, something about the connection that you have with other people or how you feel disconnected, if it's about something,
Yeah.
then I think it gets people a lot more.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. If you can now, with a couple of £1,000, have enough recording equipment to make a record that sounds as good as any professional metal band.
Yeah.
You can do that. You can learn how to do that. And that's what you have to do, because now you've got Spotify, which is, forget about what the big artists say about not getting paid much, but Spotify is the best radio station for all of us that are original artists and smaller. They're the best for us. And if they knew about that, they'd start charging us.
Yeah.
But you can go to anybody and say, check me out on Spotify. They haven't got to spend a penny. And if they like you, that's it. They might
then
go
they'll
more.
come to shows
You
and
hope,
stuff, yeah.
And if they don't, get better, write better
Yeah.
songs. What? And there's a very, very difficult question to answer, and it's tough and it's horrible and it's vile. But if you're a new band and you're starting off, you've got to ask yourself this question. In my opinion, this is me. You've got to say, why would anybody want to go out and see you?
Yeah.
What makes it worthwhile for me to come and see you instead of Netflix?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
of
the
course.
question. I have to ask myself that question. It's asked and answered. But if you're starting out, why? Why would it? It's, because I'm a great guitarist. Oh man, there's a million great guitarists. There's thousands of great guitarists. So it's not enough that you can play guitar.
Yeah.
It's not enough that you can sing well. Oh, I'm the best singer. It's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough. What? You have to be, in my opinion, you've got to be a singer of songs.
Yeah,
You've
absolutely.
got to be. You've got to have, if you're a great guitarist, you've got to be with great musicians or with people making something really interesting.
Yeah.
Something that people go, well, have you heard so-and-so? Have you heard of, wow.
Yeah.
It's incredible. You've got to see it. And you go, oh, right, okay, yeah, we'll see. But what, it's not going to be, don't sit in your bedroom and wait for someone to knock on your door and say, oh, do you want a big recording contract? Would you like that for Christmas? Forget that.
It's not happening.
Smash down your bedroom door and smash down the doors that you need. If there's not a door there, go and make a door. Smash the wall down. Do you know what you can do? I learned something. You can get a lump hammer, right? It's about this big. It's about £5 lump hammer. And with that lump hammer, you can knock down a house.
Yeah.
Because it will remove bricks one by one. And that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
That's what you've got to be as tough as that hammer. And you've got to take out those bricks. That's it.
I genuinely think that's the best answer to that question I think I've ever had.
Oh, thanks, mate.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
So obviously you're doing a tour for your new album now. What's next for Blaze Bayley?
Well, we've got the big anniversary of my first solo album, Silicon Messiah.
Yep.
That's coming up next year. We're going to play all the songs from the album. I don't think we'll do it back to back. We'll do them, fit them into a set. And a lot of the songs from the Circle of Stone album that we haven't managed to fit into the set list will fit new Circle of Stone albums into that set list, and a couple of 10th Dimension songs that we weren't able to do a couple of years ago. So,
that sounds
and I'm
fantastic.
hoping people will enjoy it.
Yeah, well, we've listened to the new album. We absolutely love it. We think
thank
it's
you very
brilliant.
much.
and we really appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Good luck with your show.
Good luck with your show. But yeah, we're super excited for the show tonight, and we'll catch you in a little bit. Thank you. Bye. So, you would have just seen the interview with Blaze Bayley. He was so lovely, and literally when I asked about like what would you say to anybody who's up and coming in the industry, probably the best answer I think we've ever had on the channel. Like literally, artists take notes. But yeah, such a lovely guy. The interview went so well. Obviously Dakota filmed it. How do you think it went?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Like, what a lovely guy. He was a genuine guy, and it was great to meet him. Literally, it was great. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a little photo with him as well, which I'll put here for you. But yeah, he was so lovely, and we're so grateful for the opportunity to be able to interview him. And yeah, you know what time it is now?
Well, I'm super excited for the show. But
That's what I'm saying, yeah. I was like, it's time for the show, but I think we've got a little bit of time yet, so I think we're going to grab a beer first, and then it's showtime.
This is it. Like you mentioned in the interview, he does a free meet and greet before every show, which is a brilliant thing as well.
Not a lot of people do that, so
it's
big
about
love for
half an
that.
hour till the free meet and greet.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Be funny if we go to the meet and greet like, hello. But yeah, no, genuinely, what an absolutely lovely guy, and you know, a free meet and greet to say thank you to all his fans for everything they've done.
Really
Honestly,
gives back.
what a guy, what a guy.
Really gives back.
But yeah, Luna needs a fat vape now and a fat beer, so let's go.
Let's go get that.
So Dakota's drink just fell off the table all over him, so it's a whole situation. Like,
An entire Guinness fell on me. It wasn't even my doing. Man,
oh my god, right, this is what colour it's supposed to be.
literally.
Versus on, oh babe, it's so wet. Oh,
Like-
pudding.
We haven't even filmed the gig yet. I was just sat down on my phone trying to buy a PS5.
Man just wanted a PS5. Trying to buy a PS5 and the drink falls
Just
all
sat
over
there
him.
on my phone trying to buy a PS5, and the vibration from the support band moved my Guinness all the way to the end, and then just suddenly Guinness fell on me.
Hiya!
Can I be in your phone?
Yeah, of course, come say hi.
I don't know what to say.
Nothing. I've got Guinness in my underwear. Literally, it fell on me.
Feel how wet that is. It's horrible.
An entire pint of Guinness fell on me.
We were trying to buy a PS5 and his Guinness fell over,
Just
and now
sat
he's
there
wearing it.
Politely buying a
I'm
PS5.
drinking Moretti.
Politely buying a PS5. Didn't knock the table, just the vibration must have slowly moved it over towards me, and then just out of nowhere,
Tipped
just
over.
tipped over onto me.
I
And
thought
now,
we saw your blood stuff.
This is great.
Do you know what, right? That was the most expensive pint of Guinness that I paid for all night, and I got about 2 sips out of it. Support band must be good because they vibrated it off the table into me. So there you go. Right, so that aside, I'm covered in Guinness, but I've got a new pint, so it's all good. We move on, we move. It's Blaze Bayley time. I'm super excited. Are you super excited, Luna?
Yes!
There we go. So I'm going to stop this, not put it down because apparently beers just fall over on me.
Do you know what's funny? You can see the colour difference here.
Half a tan. So
Bless
I
you.
didn't even knock it over. It just fell on me while I was on my phone. So yeah, we're gonna stop these, and then it's time to Blaze Bailey.
It's nearly time.
We are living our dream right now, here with you. Hosting the battle, the lights on the clear, the map. See where I'm like, the dance and the this game. Ten times ahead, don't let them into your head. We need our mental strength to face everyone out there. Wish it, feel it, feel it. We will find a way. They can see it, do it. We will find a way. We can live another the time to start is now. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making this an incredibly special night. It just feels like something really big here tonight. And what's different about you compared to other fans is not only, yeah, bit crazy, crazier probably than other fans, but you're tough and you've supported me through thick and thin. You've shown up when I really, really needed it. This one word, yeah, whatever anyone else says about you, if they criticize you because you're always walking around with funny hair and a band t-shirt, yeah, well, so am I, alright? Every one of you, when I think of you, after what I've been through, every one of you, this is your word. You are a warrior.
train station to get the last train home. But how was the gig for you though, quickly?
That was phenomenal. Honestly, like, what a showman. What a showman.
Yeah, like just going around the lamppost. Whoop. So Showsec said we were only allowed to film for 3 songs and then we had to leave. So after 3 songs I went to leave and they were like, no, sit down. And I was like, okay. Because apparently Blaze had said like they can stay for the entire set, they don't have to leave. Yeah, I literally got a front row seat to the entire show, sat on the front of the barrier, got loads of good photos, Dakota got loads of good footage, and yeah, it was literally so good being right at the front.
We got told at first, like, 3 songs and you're out.
Yeah.
Which is the usual, like...
That's the standard for
which
togs
is
and
fine,
stuff, yeah.
But then it was like, no, actually, you can just stay.
Yeah, so I literally sat down on one of the things in front of the barrier and just got some good photos and just enjoyed the show, and yeah.
What a show as well it was.
Yeah, so good.
Please, what a showman, man. Brilliant set. Really enjoyed that.
What a guy, what an absolute ledge.
Yeah.
But we are going for the last train home now, so stay tuned. The dreaded steps.
Come on. It's my turn to be on camera now because my phone's dead. My phone has the tickets on as well. So we'll see how this pans out.
Because you know, we never get asked, but we will now.
We have train tickets. We did it on the way here. But you watch, this will be the only time ever, out of all the Mettleton Masters as well, that we ever get asked for our tickets on. It's always soft roll. It'll happen.
Right, let's see how this pans out, shall we?
Every time, it's usually the gates are open. You watch. This one time my phone's died. This will be the time we get asked.
Right,
Always will be.
let's go. So, we've hatched a plan that Dakota can sign into his Trainline account on my phone, but there's one flaw that I'm thinking of that he definitely isn't. I know my passwords for every single app on my phone. Like, any of my passwords, I know them all off the top of my head. Do you know your passwords for absolutely anything, Dakota? Man literally doesn't know his passwords for anything.
On my face.
Yeah.
If I suddenly lost my face, I could not do anything.
Yeah, see, I know my passwords for everything,
What's
but he
my
doesn't.
Trainline password? Don't know. It's Face ID.
Right, so we could log in on my phone, but man doesn't know his password, so...
But as you can see, we're in, so the gates were open. On the
Yeah.
way in. But we will see how this pans out because my phone is full on dead.
Oh, we're cheering, I don't know why. There's a lot of
Because
people.
we got in, that's why.
Hey,
Thank you.
everyone's
Thanks,
cheering
guys.
for us, thank you.
Oh, yeah, cheers, thank you.
But
Yeah,
if we
got
get
in.
asked for tickets on the train, I genuinely don't know what we're going to do, so pray for us.
Dead battery.
Oh dear. Maybe they'll have chargers on the train, fingers crossed.
That's it. I've got a charger. I'll plug in on the train. I'll be like, come back in 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I'll show you my ticket.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed it should be alright, but let's get the train home, so...
So we're in at least, so I can at least get on the train before they kick us off.
Let's see how far we get. Woo! We made it!
We're home. Yeah, we actually got home. Like, there was no barriers.
Thank God.
Yeah. But we did buy a ticket though, that's the thing. Honestly,
We
bought a
did,
ticket.
promise.
Yeah, bought a ticket for the train. There was a plug on the train, but it wouldn't charge my phone. I couldn't log into my train line on hers because I used my Apple ID for the train line, so I couldn't get into it. But we're home, there was no barriers, so thankfully it paid out for our favour this time.
Yeah, literally. So we've just got home. We'll just give you a quick rundown. How was the show for you?
Yeah, I had a really, really good time. Like, Blaze, what a gentleman. Like, the hospitality was great. Really enjoyed it. Absolute showman. That was such a good show. I had a really good time. How was it for you?
Yeah, the interview went really well. He was lovely. Like, all the questions and like all the answers, just all of it was just so good, and it all went together lovely. So obviously you would have seen it by now, but I'm really excited for you all to see that. And the show itself, you know, we basically got like front row seats to the show, which was absolutely brilliant, and genuinely don't think it could have gone any better. So
Yeah, big thanks to everyone for the hospitality. So big thanks to Robin, big thanks to Blaze, big thanks to Manchester Academy.
Yeah, but Blaze's Mrs. Kate came over and chatted to us for a bit as well. She said she watches our videos, so thanks for the love and support. We really appreciate it. She was really, really nice as well. And literally everyone was so nice, so friendly. The hospitality was great. Big shout out to everyone who's involved in putting the show on. You did absolutely brilliantly. And I think it's time for some food and some bed.
I am hungry. I need some noodles.
I'm going to have a
charge my
mac and
phone.
cheese. I've got a mac and cheese in the fridge, so I'm going to scran a mac and cheese. Dakota's going to have some noodles. And I think we might buy a PlayStation 5, so...
Yeah, well, that's what I tried to do until someone spilt a pint of Guinness on me. Nobody, just nothing. It just fell on me.
Yeah, literally. So... Thank you so much for watching, guys. We really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Peace.